Hello, this is Mark with All Natural Aquatics. Welcome back to Pets Plus in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for episode 24 of What Did We Get Today? Today is going to be amazing. There are 3 species of fish in these boxes that I've never seen. There's a few really rare ones that I have seen a number of times, but there's also 3 strains of guppies in here that I've never seen before. So this is a pretty rare day for me. I've been at this a long time. Really unusual to have that number of fish that are new to me. So without any further ado, get into the first box here. We got 2 boxes from Indonesia and 1 box from Bangkok. Man, they got tape everywhere on this. So I'll save some time on the next video. I won't. I'll take all this off before I start that one. So, all right, take all the packing material out. And let's see what we have. This is Labuca ceruleostigmata, the leaping barb. Not a common fish at all. Matter of fact, this is only the 2nd time I've ever seen them. And the first time was a couple of weeks ago when they came in from the same shipper then. Just figured since they had them, I was going to take advantage of it and get some more. Really a neat fish. Schooling mid to upper water level fish. Doesn't bother anything at all. So seems like they're working really well. All right. These are black Hamburg swordtails. I was hoping these were going to have the red or orange fins, and they don't. They have clear fins. But still a really nice strain of black swords. Lots of blue iridescence on the black. Really nice fish. They're young, but that's all right. They look really good. Okay, lots of individual bags here. These are all going to be empire gudgeons, Hypseleotris compressa. That looks like probably a couple of females there. If you're not familiar with that fish, Google it. You know, if you just Google empire gudgeon, it should come up. When these guys are in condition, they are one of the prettiest freshwater fish that you will ever see. That's going to be a male. You can see more color and pattern in the fins and stuff. They are just absolutely spectacular. You know, they were not available for a long time, then they were available for a little while, and then again weren't available for a while, and now they're back to coming through occasionally again. So let's see. Something else here that's all small bags. This is one of the ones I've never seen. This is Geophagus mirabilis. Yeah, they're young. That's the thing, you know, Asian fish, they tend to be very small. See that? These grow up to be one of the prettiest of the geophagians. Again, Geophagus mirabilis. If you don't know that fish, Google that one and take a look at what the adults look like. You'll be amazed. If you're into that group of fish like I am, you'll probably want some. These are Bozemanite rainbows. Nice and basic. Everybody knows that one. We're not going to spend too much time there. Notropis lutrensis, red horse minnow, red dace, rainbow dace. They go by a number of names. It's actually a U.S. native, bred in Indonesia, and then shipped back over. Real pretty blue and red males. Females are not as attractive, but beautiful fish. Does well in an unheated tank. Nice fish to have outside, although you want to be a little careful about where you're doing that, because it's entirely possible in certain places in the country that they could, if they escape your pond, they could become established. And we definitely want to avoid that. Here's another one that's new for me. This is Krobia oyapock. Really attractive Krobia. Not a ton of color. Definitely not as much color as those Geos, but still a nice, attractive fish. You know, Krobia is a real nice genus. In general, they're not too aggressive. They're mid-sized. They get along well with a lot of other fish, but that's just a cool fish. Some of those and some of those mirabilis are going to Florida this week. We are going to start doing a little bit of shipping, and I think that's actually everything in this box. I'm missing one thing that was labeled on the box, but it wasn't on the invoice, so I'm thinking and it was something I actually did order, but I don't see them in here. So I'm going to shut this off. We'll get these guys floating, then go on to the next box. All right, back for the next box from Indonesia. More really cool stuff. All right, let's start in the corner, work our way around. Red back angelfish. Yeah, not showing any red in the bag, but that doesn't mean, actually, there's a hint of it there. Coming right out of the box, that's no surprise that they're not showing a whole lot of color. But look at the fins and the structure on those, just nice and straight. I love getting angels from these guys. They always come in nice. I'm gonna pass these off to Fat because I ordered some of those for him. So he's gonna go wild and crazy over there. You hear him chuckling, looking at him? All right, next one. Santa Maria Bleeding Heart Endlers. They told me these would be in pairs. So hopefully this is the bag of males. Hopefully we got a bag of females coming, because that was definitely all male. Hard to tell much. You can tell we're not in PA where most of our other stores are. Let me open this up and get one out. These are Papua orange-tipped crayfish. That is a cool beastie. You really see maybe on that side the orange tips on the claws. Really a neat little guy. All right. Another bag of little bags. All right, this is another cichlid that I have never seen before. And I may butcher the name on this, but we're gonna give it a shot. It's a Gymnogeophagus. So it's a Uruguay fish. It's a cooler water fish. You do want to give these a cooling off period in the winter if you can. This is Gymnogeophagus caaguazuensis. Caaguazuensis. Yeah. That's another one. If you don't know that fish, and I didn't when I saw him on the list, you want to Google it. Gets about 4 inches long. It's an ovophilic mouth brooder. Really a cool fish. Definitely small right now. They're only about 1 inch. But there's a bunch of them in there, and they are going to grow up to be something really special. Another awesome fish. These are samurai gouramis, Spherictes vianti. This is the easy one of the chocolate gouramis, and by far the most colorful. They're not showing any color in the bag, but that's nothing unusual. I have a soft water tank all ready to go for these. The females on these are stunning. They're one of the prettiest freshwater fish you'll ever see. But only the dominant female typically colors. The rest of the females are going to stay more like the male color. The kind of dominant female keeps them in line. The female initiates breeding, and she'll actually guard the males. She wants to make sure the male broods her eggs all the way to term and doesn't eat them or spit them out to spawn with a different female. The interesting thing with these is a lot of times with the F1 generation, both males and females grow up to look like the dominant female on the wild ones. So it's a really cool fish from a lot of standpoints. And just behaviorally really interesting too. It's also a fish, I've had these guys breed while being fed nothing but flake food. I don't recommend that as a sole diet. You should supplement with some live foods for them, definitely frozen and things like that, but they will do fine on a dry food diet. And then one more, and again, this is another one. See a whole bunch of little bags in there. These are a little bit larger, but not much. This is one I've only seen a few times too. This is Astatheros alfari. Those look really nice. These actually look exceptional. All right, so that was that box. So obviously they misled me on the endlers. I'm really sorry about that. I know some of you were really looking forward to getting pairs on those, and I was promised I would have pairs. So I will be having emailed words with them about that. And we're going to float these guys, and then I'll get on to the Bangkok box. Oh, actually, hang on a second. One more thing in here. Almost forgot these. Ordered Hellboy bettas, and they didn't send those. But they did send what they're calling high grade or grade A half moon bettas. And there's a variety of colors. Blue. Little salamander types there. There's a number of them in there. So those look pretty good. We got more bettas in the box from Bangkok too. So we'll get to those in just a minute. All right, time for box number 3. This is our box from Bangkok. Honestly, I wish I had the camera rolling when I opened this box. You could have seen the look on my face when I saw some of these guppies just looking down into the bags. There's some really, really nice stuff in here. I'm gonna have to probably compare codes and make sure I know what's what before I tell you. This is... These are Moscow rainbow guppies. Nice looking fish. Looking forward to seeing those out of the bags. All right, now. Tiger Kings. Look at the patterns on those males. Can you see them? I hope you can. They are incredible. I'll probably try to do another video later in the week where we look at some stuff in tanks, just so you can see some of these better. These are Moscow greens. Oh yeah, probably could have told that just by looking at them. Fins are a little ratty on the males, but nice size fins, nice shape. Good looking fish. That's the only one of the 4 types of guppies we got that I've ever seen before. So that would make these violet cobra blue guppy. Wow, those are cool. That's really a neat fish. All right, now let's go to the other end of the scale. Gold datnoids. Those where you can see them. Really nice fish. These are 6 to 7 inch.
Look nice and I'm not into them.
You hear that? He thinks they look nice and he's not into them. So, all right, what else is on this top row here? Assorted Oscars.
Do you know if we have...
Okay, sorry about that interruption there. So now we'll continue with the rest. Seeing a lot of individually bagged stuff on the next row down. And actually just floating some of those guppies. Seeing them in the lights on top of the tanks. Amazing how much more colors in them than what you were seeing in the camera here. So just regular veil-tail bettas. Nothing too exciting here, just solids. We've got about 20 reds over there and like 2 other ones. And I was kind of hoping this would wind up being a lot of blue, but it looks like it's a lot of red too. So we're real heavy on red bettas. If you like red bettas, this is a good week to come in. All right. Female half moon bettas. Those look really good. They're nice big fish. Looks like a lot of them already have eggs. If you're into breeding bettas, now would be, again, really good week to come in. Or a good week to have us send you some. These are what comes in as full moons. Let me take these out. They are generally at least half moon. A lot of times they're over half moon bettas. Really nice. These are always nice. I think this is consistently one of the nicest bettas that comes in from Bangkok. Pattern on that. Really pretty fish. Got some of their higher grade crown tails this week. So these are going to be a few dollars more than our regular crown tails, which are, $5.99. These guys are probably going to be $9.99. But really nice patterns on there. Good finish. Not a betta, but still individually bagged. Argentia, 3-inch Argentia. I think there's 10 or 12 of those. Koi plaquettes. Nice mix on the classic short, nice mix of colors. Classic short fin betta. Again, I've said this before, but if you're putting bettas in a community tank with water movement and all that, I think the plaquettes are definitely the best choice. because the shorter fins, they'll handle the flow rate a lot better. Veil tails are okay. Crown tails usually do pretty well. Things like half moons and those full moons, I would stay away from. They don't handle all that flow very well at all. You're going to really shorten their lifespan because they've got to expend so much energy to try to swim against the current. Another one of the Argentea. That's all Argentea. Let's see what we have over here. Little young flower horns. And there's 20 of them, also individually bagged. You know, they're going to grow up to be terrors. And 2.5 inch size green terrors. Speaking of terrors, these are nowhere near as aggressive as those guys are. They don't look like much in the bag coming right out of the box, but you know, we got these a few weeks back and they were spectacular. Really, really great color on them. So we tried them again. They sold out very quickly, and I've had people asking for them. So that's everything for today. I'm going to get it all tanked. Get this up in online as soon as we can. Please, if you haven't, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. We really appreciate that. Watch for another video in a few days. We've got a shipment coming from Old World Exotic Fish on Tuesday, and some stuff coming in locally on Tuesday as well. So we will see you then. In the meantime, have a great week. Come and get us, or send me a message if you're interested in having things shipped, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. I think maybe you can see the color a little better here. These are the rainbow Moscow guppies. Look at those. Awesome, awesome fish. Again, just hoping you can see the color a little better on them floating in the tank. These are the Tiger King guppies. Just unlike any other guppy I have ever seen. Awesome, awesome pattern. Look at that. These are the violet cobra blues. Going into a tank that needs to have the algae scraped on the front, but really cool fish. And again, front of this tank needs to be cleaned. We'll get on that tomorrow. But look at the colors on these. You couldn't see them real well, you know, coming out of the bag when they're still in their little boxes. And I don't even have them all in the tank yet. This is just the first few that went in. These are Papua New Guinea orange-tipped crayfish. Stunning animals. And they usually get along pretty well. This is a little bit of a battle for dominance here. It shouldn't be much. And then the third one's going to get in on it. All right, time to get the rest of them in there.